Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your girl, Miss Terrell. Be sure that you like, share, and subscribe down below. Welcome to Esteemed, Queen, and Mentality. Be sure that you definitely like, share, subscribe. I think I just said that. And that way you get to know when I'm doing all these tea talks. So, interesting topic. Very interesting topic. Very important topic as well. So, I feel like we need to discuss, though we have friends, is it okay for them to grow with you or apart? Um it's not hard for me to explain, but it's very hard for me to dissect out loud, because this is a topic that I've always thought about to myself, but maybe it does need to be addressed out loud. I feel like when we meet people in our life, they're to help us better ourselves, or they're to worsen our situation. Um but as you get to know people and you begin to understand how they are, as the days go on and time matures, there is a time or two where a friend, they go their separate ways. It's not so much they don't like each other anymore. It's just a thing of they grow apart. And so I come to a place where it is a huge topic, and it's a huge there's a huge number resulting in a survey of us talking about challenging our friends. And I think it's a really strong topic that we need to discuss, because everyone thinks just because you have someone that you can say is your friend, okay. I think at the same time, you two have a responsibility somewhere, or an objective, to grow together, to mature your relationship, to understand your foundation. I think people find new things that they like or are attracted to every day. So being two people who are friends, I think it's important for you to stay bonded in a way of getting to know each other, because that helps solidify your foundation in your friendship, or at least the basis of your relationship. So, um, for me, my standpoint of challenging my friends, I feel like you have your own separate lane as to you maturing individually. You have your own story, you have your own background, you had your own history before you and I met. So you have a dedication, or a determination for whatever it is your purpose is, to keep pushing to better yourself as an individual. Now, when we get onto the other side of the grass, where we say, okay, well, we have friends, great. I feel like my friends are to grow. That doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to grow together. We may grow apart. We might end up, interweaving, and we may end up working together. You never know. But the bottom line is, just as you require yourself to be better as an individual, I have the same expectation as a friend. I believe friendships are two-way streets. I definitely do believe that friendships, or any type of relationship, is a two-way street. Um, at the same time, it comes to a point where I do believe that people should put their friends under a reevaluation period. It's just like when you go into a job, like, don't they evaluate you? Okay. And then if you're there after another year or your anniversary date, what happens? They reevaluate you, right? Okay, well, y'all been friends for a while. Time to reevaluate. You know what I'm saying? Are they doing the same things that they were doing a year ago? Do they still have the same issues? Why do they still have the same issues? From the outside looking in, from what they tell you. Don't go make up your own damn story, then be all up in your subconscious. They looking at you in a conversation like, what? No. Go off of facts. That's what's been presented in front of you. If it seems like it's challenging for you in a way where it's making you feel exhausted, or you just don't know, or you throw your hands up, again, when you take a step back, you help yourself heal at the same time, because no relationship should drain you. No friendship, no relationship, no partnership, none of that. It should not drain you. So if so happens, for me, I just know, like, look, every day is a year from what you did the year before. So if you still complaining, you still just throwing out excuses, no explanations, you still walking around here doing the same old, and I'm starting to pick up certain things where you'll do more on emphasis for this than you'll do for this. Nah, I don't have no problem not being rude to you and letting it be known, like, look, I feel like we all trying to get somewhere. And the only way we can get somewhere is if we push. It's not effort, it's push. So, yeah, you know what? You get a cold. But what you do? You take care of yourself so you can get back well, right? Right. So you pushed yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just didn't sit there and you just didn't take the cold. You didn't allow the illness to take over you. You got up and you did something. You pushed yourself. All right, you got this class that you have to pass. All right, so in order for you to get some type of grade that will have you at least get through the door by the skin of your teeth, guess what? You got to push yourself, right? Right, exactly. So when it comes down to it, you pushing your friends and challenging your friends. It's not you trying to sit here and make them something different. If you feel like I'm trying to make you something different from what you are, then you might want to go and self-check yourself. But as far as, look, my shared energy with you is just as important as the energy that I have by myself when I walk by myself. But what we not fitting to do is sit here and have all these obstacles and balls juggled in the air, and you're looking at me like I'm supposed to like help you catch them. Nah, nah. How did they get up there? Okay, well, you need to challenge your friends that they need to get that handled. You don't have to be rude. You don't have to be disrespectful. Sit them down. Let them know, like, hey, I got a lot of cool things going on. Be like Joseph. Don't say too much now. Hey, I got a lot of cool things going on. What's going on with you? You know what I'm saying? Like, slide in there. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to fool out. Be like, look, I made an itinerary for you to go out tomorrow to this museum and do all these different things to help you get in line, of course, of what you want to do. No. Sometimes you just lightly bringing it up is enough for it to be on their mind and want to go do something. That's how you challenge them. Like, look, I'm not trying to be no bitch. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be none of that. But if I care enough for you to continue to mature a relationship with you on any level, with any role, at any degree in time, I really want what's best for you. So if it's what's best for you, for me to tell you you need to keep it pushing, honey, regardless if you push north, south, east, or west, I wish the best for you. But I'm just that cheerleader, like I just want the best for the people around me, because when the people around you have what they genuinely deserve, if it's good, then your shared energy with them, the shared vibes that you have with them when y'all all conjugate together is mellow. No one should bring a current. No one should bring a current to cool waters, to calm waters. So challenging your friends is also challenging you. And when you do that, it's like, okay, you got to understand now, being a hypocrite is at an all-time high. It happens every day, every way. People say things 2 minutes ago that will contradict what they're going to say 5 minutes from now. It's all about what you see and what you listen to, what you hear, etc. So if you're going to challenge your friend, make sure whatever challenge you putting out there, you can be able to match. Because there's no point in you talking 1,000 miles per minute and you can't be able to go out and accomplish the same goal. You can't go out and challenge yourself to be able to get what it is that you're trying to get out of whatever you're trying to do to help better yourself. So it's very important that you're able to, you can share the cake and eat it, because it's nothing worse than you trying to be a person that's trying to challenge your friends because you want to see them succeed, and you end up being a person that actually makes them sink. Now, that's some resentment I don't want for my worst enemy, So challenge your friends. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's something that's definitely healthy. and friendships or any type of relationships, when you get to know people and you begin to build a bond, you know, y'all attract to each other, and people attract to each other because they have some type of interest that's what the same. So if you're able to connect on the level of what attracted you to in the first place, you have an easy magic carpet to glide into the conversation of you challenging them because you care and you want to see them succeed. Now let's talk about the downside really quick. You may, some of us have come to the table where we had to pick up our plate and our cutlery and walk away with our chair because you're not coming back and you're not sitting and listening to the same old, and nothing changes. I completely get it. We all have to do that in our due season at some time. But the easiest way for you to walk away from challenging a friend who isn't willing to come through and match on your behalf, don't wish them ill will. Whatever life you receive is the life that you deserve. Take care of yourself. That's you giving them heed, and that's you telling them to take heed. But that's not you wishing them ill. That's not you wishing no bad luck on them. It's just you just saying like, look, we all have a bed. We all have a bed. And at the end of the day, we all gotta lie in them. So wherever you choose or however you choose to get your threads and make your bed, you gotta lie in it. So you stay up all night or you get a good night's rest, that's all up to you. It's all about how you living. But when it comes to a point where you're gonna have to jump ship because challenging your friend is not seeming to work, is not seeming to come together where y'all two are being able to mature your relationship. And when I say that, I mean, like, for instance, you have some groups of friends out here, they meet every week for whatever, book club, lunch, dinner, you name it. And that's their way of staying connected. And if that's something that's in your foundation or requirement, to build a relationship with someone and they're not able to do it, they always got shit going on, excuses going on, weird shit that you never heard of them going on. Sometimes it's cool to bow out gracefully and don't treat them any different. But you know where you stand. It's okay. Not every challenge is going to go through and y'all both going to be winners. Someone is going to have to lose in order for someone else to win. But you don't have to be a sore loser about it, and you don't have to show bad sportsmanship. This is where all those lessons come into play now, because when you lose a game, you don't go over to the other team and sucker punch them in their face. When you find that you're in dislike of someone, you don't go over there and punch them in their face. You know what you do? You get in that line and y'all go back and forth and y'all slap hands. Good game, good game, good game. All right, same thing. Good life to you. But keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everything has to have adversity if it so happens to not work out with challenging your friend. I had a person once tell me, girl, just because someone else don't have any manners don't mean that you should react just the same. Just because that's how they are don't mean that you have to be. So if your challenge doesn't work out with your friends where you want to help them elevate and you want to be in their corner, you want to be that cheerleader for them, if they don't want it, okay, cool. You don't have to react how they react because they don't know any other way. There's going to be some people, you'll lead them to the water and they think they'll drink the whole fucking lake. And then you're going to have some people that's going to understand that on the other side of that lake is some other land. It's completely up to them how they see it. All you can do is put the challenge out there. But remember, in due time, you're going to have to be able to show a result for the same challenge as well. Not something like, oh, I did that years ago. No. Times have changed. Technology has advanced. So if you're going to sit down and say, well, look, I want to build a business plan. Y'all two have some good ideas, some good interests, and you want to build a business plan. Hell, you may inspire someone else, being your friend, to really want to elevate all off, again, just the verbal thought of like, oh, wow. You know what I'm saying? So I think when it comes down to relationships, building any type of relationship, it needs to be a positive one with good roots. Because what happens with a tree or a plant that has really good strong roots? It grows big and strong. And even if you were to cut it back or cut it down, it's going to come back because the roots are there and they're healthy and they're strong. They're just not going to go with the wind. The wind can come and knock a tree over, but guess what's still going to be there? The roots. Guess what's still going to be helping that tree live? The roots. So go back to that video and check who's in your circle. But now that you know that who's in your circle, how you going to challenge them? If they gonna lay around on the couch, let them be couch potatoes. They want to be out here doing whatever else that doesn't produce anything for them, let them go on out there. You don't owe nobody shit on their commissary. You ain't put them there. And if you see someone trying to do what they need to do to be able to be who they want to be on their team and fuck everybody else. You can learn a lot from them. So I'm going to leave that jewel right there. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Be sure that y'all go over to the website. We have some extended warrior merchandise. I will put the code down below, or you can use the code once you subscribe to the channel to be able to receive something special from us at Esteemed Queen and Mentality. And be sure that you like, share, subscribe, comment, and hit that notification bell. Talk to y'all later. Bye.